wedding planning. People act as if this is a fairy tale, and it's just not. My bridesmaids, they say we ought to pray, okay?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to your favorite YouTuber's YouTube channel, Uzoma Iroche.
I was not expecting that.
The superstar. She's been gone for too long. I know, guys. I'm
no,
sorry,
but
guys.
this time I would have come back, Daniel.
Are you sure you've come back?
Yes, I've come back.
Well, it's
anyway.
alright. She's sorry. Say sorry. Say I love you guys. I'm sorry. Say sorry. Say it.
Daniel, I've already told them sorry.
No, say it again.
No! Don't frustrate me.
He was on his party side. Let them know.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome, and if you're not new, welcome back. Today's video is not just me today, and that's because we're going to be telling you guys the tea. You guys, I hate this. I hate wedding planning. I hate, you know what, let's not even just start telling you guys everything now. But yeah, in today's video, we're going to be talking to you about 5 things we didn't know about wedding planning, or they don't tell you. Maybe they told us and we just didn't know.
No. We just wish we knew.
Yeah, honestly, I just wish we knew. We've been wedding planning for a couple of months now, and honestly, this is one of those things that you cannot explain until you go through it. Like, I literally don't know who thought this was a good idea, and I don't know. I think it's the nature of our situation that makes it a bit more stressful, to be honest. Like, our situation is pretty unique, but we just have a few things that we're going to talk about today. So the very first thing, the emotional stress. Listen,
emotional damage.
Why do people say, oh my god, I'm planning my wedding, oh my god, like, why do people act as if this is a fairy tale? And it's just not a fairy tale. Like, I don't understand, like, the amount of, I feel like I've lost hair during this process. Okay, but like, think about how many days, because Daniel takes me to work every day, and every day that we literally had to implement a rule that we will not speak about wedding planning on the way to work, and we have a designated time that we speak about it. That's how stressful it has been. And yeah, I don't think I was prepared for that, because normally they talk about all the good things to do with it. You know, sometimes people say, oh, wedding planning is stressful, but I feel like I didn't really get the crux of the matter. Like, I didn't get it until I started doing it myself, and I was like, how is this enjoyable?
And I think a very interesting thing is this may not be for everyone. Like, some of you may actually enjoy your process because maybe some of you have ease or some resources that just make it easier. And to each their own. I also think that a key part of what Uzoma is talking about is the emotional stress comes from also dealing with other people's emotions and navigating that. So, oh Lord. Yeah, we're trying not to say a lot, respectfully, but just know,
maybe after
the emotional stress isn't like, you know, the funny thing is, it's not really a lot between us. That's the funny thing.
It's not between us.
It's dealing with a lot of external emotions and the imprint of those emotions on an event, which is the wedding. So, yeah, it takes a toll on you. I see. I don't know if this may not be an advice video. I don't recommend it. I really don't.
You guys, the truth is that Daniel never wanted this in the first place, but that's just too bad because it's happening.
Let me just put this caveat here. I knew from the beginning she's a firstborn only daughter. That already spells damage. Respectfully, I am a firstborn son.
But you knew what you were getting into.
I knew, and so my solution was, we can do a small thing, and we also know many people. These are the issues. We know many people.
Yeah.
Many of which will be very offended in the course of this wedding. So I'd like to take this short caveat and say, I'm very sorry.
Please don't be apologizing on my channel. Apologize on your iMessage. Anyway, the long and short of this is that, like, wedding planning, honestly speaking, I'm not one of those, like, I would love to be positive about this experience. It hasn't been all bad, but let me just say, I did not know that I would go through this much emotional stress. And I think it's mainly just because we're trying to please many people, and like a lot of people have stakes in this, and that's also something you should consider. Like, how many people have stakes in your wedding/marriage?
Or how many people have put stake inside the wedding? Because they don't have stake in your marriage, they have stake in your
wedding. The wedding.
They've put stake by themselves. Like shareholders meeting.
Yeah.
They've come and they've bought shares
and
in the wedding.
It's like if you don't give them their returns.
Bro!
You know what, guys? I don't mean for us to speak in parables, but like this is literally what it is. We did not expect this much emotional stress. I was like, you know how it's just a party. How bad can it be?
Well,
we stand corrected.
No, it's not. Well, we're becoming a we, so I'll accept that one. It's alright. We stand corrected. We take it.
I think I've cried over this.
Yes.
Twice.
Oh yes.
Like twice.
Oh yes.
Like twice at this point.
No, it's not twice, but oh yes.
What do you mean? It's twice.
Oh yes.
Anyway, wedding planning has been stressful, and obviously prioritizing mental health has been very, very important. And so what that means is therapy, journaling, and just taking time off to care for my mind. I find that like therapy, for example, it's like going to the gym. It's like going to the gym for your mind. It helps you to maintain mental health even if you're not under stress. But for me personally, I'm under stress right now. And so that's why I want to thank the sponsors of today's video. BetterHelp. Why are you acting surprised? They are a therapy company that is international and have access points all over the world because obviously it's fully virtual. BetterHelp makes having therapy sessions so much easier and less intimidating for a lot of people. It lets you have therapy sessions over the phone, through video chat, or even messaging. So whatever is most comfortable for you. For people like us, we'll probably do the video one because we need to be seeing our therapist face to face so they can be seeing the emotions. Okay. BetterHelp basically can match you to over 30,000 therapists all over the world based on your needs, preferences, and location, and you have access to a wider range of expertise that may be available in your city, for example, because I know a lot of the viewers that I have are based in Nigeria. So especially, I actually used BetterHelp when I was in Nigeria, and basically you'll be matched to a therapist in most cases within 48 hours, which is much easier than most traditional practices. Also, the best part about it is that if you feel like your therapist isn't a great fit, there is a way for you to basically cordially say bye. It's very quick and easy, and that's the best thing I love about BetterHelp. I actually used BetterHelp when I was going through a breakup.
Oh, I was gonna say, but I'm glad you're mentioning it yourself.
This is crazy. Like, it's so crazy how full circle life is. And I also had a Christian therapist at the time, and I know lots of you that watch me are Christians. You can choose your preferences based on that as well. If you want a female person, if you want a black person, if you want a Christian person, and you can even choose whether or not you want them to like pray over you or not pray over you and talk about faith-based things in your solutions during your therapy sessions. And so it's a really great platform. All you need to do to get started is you have to fill out a questionnaire that will ask you questions about the challenges that you're going through and all that kind of stuff, and then BetterHelp would match you to the best therapist for you based on your preferences as well. Thank you, BetterHelp. We love you.
Thank you, BetterHelp.
Mwah. Okay, guys, on to the next thing that we did not know about wedding planning. Prayers. Okay, you know what? We knew this, but I think for me, I didn't... How do I put this? I have seen the power of prayers at this time more than any other time, because I find that it's as essential as like the actual vendors of your wedding. And I'm speaking to a Christian audience at this point. Prayers are needed because, believe it or not, when people used to always say, oh, the enemy doesn't like marriage, and I used to be like, oh, Christians have come again with their Christianese. But this is not Christianese, this is the facts. Like, it's only God that has kept Daniel and I, that we haven't like
killed each other. Let's just talk it.
Well, funny enough, we don't even like get into tense situations like that. There have been times where it came to like this level, it was like and they were like, hey, reduce. And we now come back down to reality and know that actually we're not fighting against each other. This is a spiritual war. And I know it sounds so dramatic. I hate to be this person, but it is literally, you can't overturn the facts. Like, the facts are the facts, and that's just it.
See, she may hate to be this person, but me, I'll be this person till I die. Because, oh God. Yeah. One day we'll pack everything, like with names, with names. But for now, just know that I think prayer is very essential, and I'm glad that we've come to a point where we see that as important, because if we're being honest, sometimes it can be a lot when you're working, you're planning a wedding, when you are trying to start a new life, when you are doing all these things, so you are busy. Trying
to find a house, trying to
chase your dreams,
trying to get medicals done, everything.
All at once. And you have prayer 1, 30 minutes, prayer 2, 1 hour, prayer 3, 30 minutes.
That's just Daniel though, not me.
Daniel, drag me, sorry.
You have to understand, guys, Daniel is a leader in church.
Stop snitching, it's okay.
I don't understand. What is Daniel is a leader in church.
They do not need to know.
So he has like in fact, what was it, 2 days ago, I dragged him. I said, are you the only one in this world? Every day, meeting. Anyway, guys, there's no need for us to like be bringing all of this
This
out
part
here.
must be cut out.
Basically, the point is prayers are as essential as any vendor that you are contacting. The prayers will fight things that you cannot fight. Like, there are many times during this process that I was literally just like, I give up. And then one way or another, our friends, our family will be like, let's pray about this thing. And then in the following week, we'll find that we're actually moving forward. And so prayers, guys, do not neglect prayers at this time, honestly.
You will pray, oh.
Literally, like,
if you don't pray, oh no, I've changed my lyrics, bro. I've changed my lyrics. You will pray, say with me. I will pray.
I have prayers with my bridesmaids, my mom. Listen, my mom is literally always like, that's her perpetual state of being prayer. We pray every Wednesday, every other Wednesday with our mentor. Prayers are needed. Basically, I think that's
we flogged it enough, right?
Yeah, I think
so. The prayer I think you're doing now, just know that you're gonna
intensify it especially during wedding planning season. Because during wedding planning season, fights will be happening that don't need to happen.
Bro!
The amount of time it takes to get people on the same page, especially people that have stakes, like we talked about the stakeholders at the start, getting people on the same page. I honestly did not think that it would take this long. How would you say getting people on the same page has been for you?
It's been a lot.
Guys, we don't need to complain throughout this whole video, but you already know that.
I really hope this helps somebody. I think it will teach you. It will teach you how to like expand your patience and long suffering for your family members, because you would think that your family members would just be like chill, and no shade to anyone, but like as we said at the beginning, when people put emotional stake in a matter, they kind of feel invested and also feel wronged. So it will teach you how to love your family. That's all I'll say. Like, it will stretch. You think you love them now? Nah, you're just starting. It will stretch you to just have a bit more patience, to have a bit more care, to consider them a lot more. But that stretching is not an easy process, and I guess that's what Uzoma is referring to. Like,
yeah, getting people on the same page is, especially when it involves like a lot of parties
in different countries.
I honestly, even worse, in different countries. I really didn't expect for it to be this hard, but that was just a gross underestimation, and I was mainly just naive, to be very honest. And so I think
we say to give the boo back.
Get us. I think honestly, I wish that I was more prepared emotionally for this time. Maybe I should have done therapy beforehand, but I wish I was
better have.
Just be prepared to like get people on the same page and what that looks like for you. Start getting their minds ready. If you know you're about to get married, you're about to start planning a wedding, start putting what you want in their head. Start saying it now so that everybody can get on the same page. And tell everybody the same thing. Don't let them break you apart.
Yeah.
Tell them one thing from both of you.
Another thing I would really like to emphasize is, because I'm not so in touch with my Yoruba culture, I think that was a very huge disadvantage. And what do I mean? Is it Igbo or Edo? Which one do I pick? Igbo, right? Because you're done. Yeah, so she's Igbo and I'm Yoruba. So I thought I could just finesse this whole cultural aspect of the marriage and just do, let's just get married and move on. But I think I was living in the Lulu land, because whether I like it or not, it plays a part. At least as long as I want to involve my parents and her parents, it plays a part, and it plays a very important part. And so all our encourages, it plays a role in communicating with different parties and getting them on the same page, because you also have to understand the significance of certain things to them, even though it may not apply to you. Understand it, maybe not agree with it, but appreciate it enough to be able to get everyone on the same page and achieve a common goal. I don't know if that helps. So, yeah.
And also, to a lot of people that might not be wedding planning right now, all of this may sound like parables and very abstract, but trust me, just trust me. When the time comes, or if the time is here, you can watch this video and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Anyway, moving on to the next one.
Number 4.
Basically, it relates to what we just talked about, but the emotional intelligence. I actually think my EQ, is that a thing?
Yeah.
Emotional quotient?
Yeah.
Has increased at this time. No, because normally, like, I only have to make decisions based on my own emotions and my own preferences. Well, Daniel and I's preferences. But like, at this time, I've had to really prioritize, okay, when am I going to tell this family member this thing? Picking a good time. Knowing how you say things. Like, it's very, very important during wedding planning season, because the truth is that wedding planning will only last for about a season. It'll only last for a season. And then after that, what? You have new family that hates you? Or what? So this time has really, really taught me, like, I need to be emotionally intelligent, and also it has made me, this is one of the things I really did not expect. I thought, smooth sailing, because I was already like familiar with everybody most of the people that are involved in this process now. I was already familiar, we're fine, we're cool, but like when it comes to things like weddings that parents have planned their whole life, before you were even there, they already started planning your wedding, and then you now want to tell them it's only what you want, it's not gonna work. So in order to get what you want in any capacity, you have to be emotionally intelligent. And we're Christians, we believe in honoring our parents. So in case anyone is watching this and they're like, well, why do they have to say it's my wedding? Yes, it's your wedding, but they are your parents, and spiritually there is a significance and an authority that parents have over you. So if you do not have their blessing, then I automatically think that you're disadvantaged. Obviously there's circumstances that don't apply, like if your parents are abusive, or like, there are just always circumstances that don't apply to this. But in the general sense of the word, as much as you can, honor your parents, because they have authority over you spiritually. And so if you do not get that blessing, I don't know.
What I want to touch on is the honoring our parents part, and I guess that could be in a separate video, but I just want to say that there are nuances and there are things that need to be discussed for everyone to have a proper understanding. Obviously, what looks like honor for one person may not be honor for another person, because there are people that are having a wedding that they hate, or for the sake of honoring their parents, and that's not what we're talking about.
Yeah, honor doesn't mean agreement.
There's a balance. There's a balance to these things. It's a compromise. It's a compromise. It's a compromise of preferences. So just finding where you want to compromise is probably your biggest struggle in honoring your parents.
And our last but not the least, child, you need a wedding planner. I really, really, really thought that I was Superman. Yeah, I thought I was Superman. I thought that I would be able to, it's not just wedding. Let me go on Pinterest, go on TikTok, put together some things, and just make a list.
Allow me to
make a Google Doc.
Allow me to interject. Everything
a Notion doc
that they are telling you on TikTok, you have to understand that the world is currently trying to run on a system where we try to oversimplify things that are not as simple as we think. Everyone watches TikTok and we talk about in 30 minutes or I don't know the marks for a TikTok, but like in such a short period of time, you think by watching 50 of those, you know how to run a wedding. No, you don't. Let me not lie to you. You don't. You may have an idea.
Some people do. But it's not our strong point.
Some. I will say this. I could be wrong. You can drag me wherever you want, but don't just watch TikToks and think you can hack it. Like, it can give you a broad understanding, but there's a reason why people are paid to do these things, because they have studied the market, they have studied the I've studied everything. I don't want to turn into a teacher, but like, anyways, the point is, all you see on TikTok and Instagram and everything are an oversimplification and a largely compressed, simplified video for your consumption and your entertainment. It's not in any way a reflection of the reality of this whole process. That would be the point of ours. I've been able to convince you.
Honestly, it's really not a reflection. Like, some girls are like DIY girls, and I wish I was that girl. But trust me, you will never see me decorating the table for my own wedding on my wedding day.
You know, the other hand,
no, it's not gonna happen. And Daniel is here saying, I'll make the backdrop. I will be doing, like, Daniel is fine with being the one to decorate the wedding. I'm not. And maybe that's because Daniel is basically Canadian and I'm
sorry.
I'm Nigerian. I'm sorry. Like, I've only been in this country for 4 years. Okay, fine. I've been out of Nigeria for like 10 years now. Let me not lie. But still, like, the idea of doing this type of thing yourself does not appeal to me in any way. I am not a DIY girl, and I don't think I ever will be. And that's fine.
Anyways, to each their own.
Yeah, some people are though. And if you don't have Nigerian parents, or if you don't have parents that are adamant that you have a certain type of wedding, and it works for you, and you have the manpower, and you don't necessarily have the budget, do it. And also, I know wedding planners are not cheap. So this is not me saying you must get a wedding planner. But if it is in your capacity, it's not an option.
Well, if you have a friend that's starting a business.
Yeah, there's also that. You need a wedding planner. You need
take a chance on them because
you need. Yeah, you do. You do. Yeah. Maybe we'll have more details after the wedding is done.
Yes.
Maybe we'll do
absolutely.
Sit down
absolutely.
Get ready with us or whatever the case. And we'll tell you guys what that process or what this process has been like.
Yes.
Because you already know that I keep it 100 with you guys. But I just can't say everything right now.
So that they're not gonna leave us.
They're not gonna leave us.
I saw that video. No, I'm not coming.
I'm not coming to your wedding.
Please.
Why not do your wedding again? Okay, we should do a positive thing though. We cannot just do all bad things or something.
Okay, no, but okay, so I want to say this. Thank you to our family for supporting us in this time.
We don't need vote of thanks, Daniel.
Okay, so one positive about wedding planning?
Yes, I would say one positive thing though, because we cannot end this video on a bad note. One positive thing I've loved about wedding planning has been the support I have seen from my friends.
I mean, we have seen it now. Why you do like that?
Because I don't know if your groomsmen are giving you the same energy my bridesmaids are giving me. That's all. My bridesmaids.
Why do you always have to do? Why does your gender always have to do this? Why can't we just unite it and end it?
I'm sorry, those girls. Have you seen? Are they holding the fort?
Yes.
They say we will pray. My bridesmaids. They say we ought to pray. Okay. And they are living that out. So shout out to my bridesmaids and all my amazing friends that have made this so amazing, guys. Like the support, hey God, the support, the amount of are you guys okay? Are you guys doing
well, shout out to my guys.
Hey,
you don't need all this clout.
Okay.
Understand.
Anyway,
holding you down spiritually, physically, mentally, financially. We thank God for your life. What I do want to say that I think is relevant.
Why they eye me? Come.
God.
We'll fight too.
Let's fight now. We'll know why we need better help. Better help, please.
Help us.
No, for real. Better help us. you know that was funny. But what I want to say is I have my perception on the wedding culture. And I don't think I want to mention that in this video. No, for real. Because half of you would actually block
Daniel,
and cancel me.
I think we need a podcast.
Well,
so that you can be airing your grievances.
Not necessarily. The Holy Spirit tells me that's not everything you feel you must talk. But what I do want to say is that as difficult as wedding planning is, it's a first test that you have as a couple to see what storms you can weather through and how you can weather them. So whether or not you have a big wedding and you have to do big wedding planning, or whether or not you have a small wedding and you don't have to do much wedding planning, it is a good test and a good challenge to see the strength of your marriage, especially your unification with your future spouse, and how you both can address issues. So while it is a difficult and tasking job, I do feel like it is like a rite of passage.
Yeah.
Just to help you guys learn how to organize things, how to interact with different
Family,
stakeholders, how to
yeah.
communicate, how to work with timelines and things like that. So we have said all these things that are our experiences and that we are learning from, but it doesn't take away from the fact that it's a learning curve. And I don't want you to say you run away from it. Like, it's gonna happen either ways. You know why? You have to go to plan your baby shower. You have to go to plan your husband's clinical. Either ways, it gives you skills that you need for life, and it helps you also learn how your partner operates with things. For example, Uzoma knows how to interact with me when I'm stressed. I know how to do the same with her, right? And these are things that help in marriage. But anyways, I hope this helps you.
Yeah, I would say that's a positive out of wedding planning for sure. Like we've learned so much already, and I think it's going to be really helpful. Like for our first year, we already kind of know how to do a lot of stress handling.
We are still learning, though.
Yeah,
we are still learning. You
but-
get also marriage counseling, but that's a whole different
That's
video.
a different video. Anyway, guys, this video is getting too long, but I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will definitely see you guys on the next one.
Are you ready for me?
Jokes. Thanks, Daniel, for joining us today.
You're welcome, guys.
And yeah, if there's any other thing that you want us to talk about, do let us know in the comment section, and we will be sure to do that. Sorry that the vlogs are scarce, guys. Wedding planning.
Don't worry. She's back and she's better than ever.
I'm coming back.
She's
I'm
back
coming
and she's better than ever.
back. Okay, bye. Bye, guys.